Greetings, ladies and gents. GF4K Arts here, aka the Voice Reporter, is once again back with a new report that is starting right now. Have you ever wondered how reference sheets are made? How those hot and spicy looking husbandos and waifus were made from? And you were just there, sitting down your whole life figuring out what kind of sorcery those artists practiced. My friends,
modern problems require modern solutions.
fortunately for you folks, making reference sheets require no rocket science skills or any form of mathematical sorcery. Reference sheets are a set of drawn or photographed images that are reportedly used for two things: inspiration and analysis. Reference sheets are used to represent the same simplified object from different perspectives or poses as a visual aid to artists struggling to draw from imagination. Reference sheets are pretty much the ones that you will usually dig from Google Images, especially at Pinterest. Its vast archives are allegedly updating on a frequent basis, and artistic citizens are asked to see through these updates for more information. But it still begs the question, how does one make a reference sheet? Without further ado, let's get straight to the report. Every single day in the life of an artist, we use reference sheets mainly for inspiration and analysis. But did you know that the very first ancestor of references is real life? Although it is unnecessary to use true-to-life objects as reference, we use real-life objects to analyze their basic construction as well as their base details. For instance, you wanted to design a luxurious-looking vehicle for your waifu, but you were unable to come up with an idea. What's even worse, your financial status is allegedly not good enough to make that a gold digger. In fact, if your financial status is high or low. Although you can't buy your dream car, you can still use any car around you as your reference. But I highly suggest you folks to use the ultimate Kansai Dorifto Wii Mobile as your real-life reference. To ensure that this is the right reference that you have been looking for, we need to perform the necessary quality checks. If it's made in Japan, check. Still having that Sugoi Japan-made Mitsubishi diamonds that we harness to obsess about? Check. If it can still open its doors? Check. A classy old but gold interior that offers the ultimate comfort experience for you and your waifu? Check. Still cranks up like a boss? Check. Drivable to Mickey D's drive-thru for you and your waifu's Grand Big Mac meal? Pay the cashier a Grand Big check as well.
Bruh.
A classic compartment containing your old Weeb catalog that is great enough to be used as a reference? QC passed. Alright. Before my boss terminates me from my work, we will show you folks how to make a reference sheet by analyzing. Let's say that you have a picture of your car right here. Observe the plain details we see on plain sight, such as the side mirrors, the wheels, windshield, lights, doors, and the body. Now, as usual, strip down the ride by converting these main features into manageable geometries like circles, ellipses, squares, and you name it. As aforementioned, the main point about drawing reference sheets by analysis is to turn complex details into concise features. Take away any unnecessary stuff such as the turbocharger, the engine, the driver, and most importantly, the Karen waifu who is allegedly not even satisfied even with a Happy Meal with her. Finally, fill up the page with several more gestures of car drawings from different angles. You may still use the same object as reference in case you haven't memorized the object well. Once again, only include the basic details for each drawing. The reason why we have to keep it simple, folks, is that reference sheets only includes the base details of a certain object. Let's say that you're not a tofu drifting stereotype and wanted to use a more preferable reference to remedy your weeb syndrome. For instance, you try to convince your waifu to use her whole body as a reference of inspiration. Or as a safer alternative. That is right, folks. If you happen to come across an old but gold weeb catalog hidden beneath your vaults, it means you're on the right track. Anime magazines such as catalogs allegedly give you a vast selection of inspirational references. Pick whichever characters, outfits, or scenes that win your complete attention by thinking what makes it a Sugoi masterpiece, how that masterpiece fuels your motivation, and how will you innovate or transform that masterpiece into something new from your own imagination. So how about we transfer those ideas to the canvas? For instance, you wanted to use this girl for inspiration prior to your high school character named OC. OC is an 11th grade high school student stationed around Akihabara. Stands about 5 foot 7 inches tall. OC was last seen wearing a sailor top, a miniskirt, and leather shoes. Some allegations claim that OC was posing in different angles in hopes to inconspicuously magnet nearby husbandos, resulting in a reverse harem. According to court details, due to the lack of supporting evidence, OC pleaded not guilty in court, thus no charges were pressed against her. With that report, I'll take my own commercial break because this is a longer drawing compared to the previous one. GF4K Arts will be back. Based on the data provided by the DOC, people who are watching this video are allegedly looking for the best and easiest ways on how to draw. For more information, please call our 24/7 hotlines at 1800-SUBSCRIBE, 1800-POST notifications, 1800-LIKE, and 1800-SHARE. Have a great day or night. GF4K Arts reporting.